Hi, how's everyone? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. We're doing the Valentine's Day love reading with the fairies today. They've been itching to come out for a while. I haven't been able to work them into the regular readings yet, but they've been itching to talk to about love. So, it just so happens that this love reading falls on Valentine's Day. Boo. If you know anything about me, I don't vibe very well in the love vibration. I don't know why. I'm a quadruple Libra, so we are often head in the clouds over love things, but I have not been plugged into that for a while. But the fairies wanted to come out for a Valentine's Day reading, so here I am. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Um, we're doing the Fairy Oracle deck by Brian Froud and the First Light Tarot. And then I'll have my Love Quotes deck here. So we'll get started. Please remember that not all messages will resonate for every person. Please leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in your timelines. Like I say, I can read the script, but I cannot tell you which character you all individually play, nor where you choose to stand on the stage if you are involved or an observer. I can only read the energies. So the fairies did not disappoint. The first card we dropped out was the gorgeous, beautiful, brand new Love and Joy Maiden card. It's represented by a little baby. Not quite a baby. Let's see. I would say she's maybe three or four, somewhere in that range. But she's just coming at things very new, very innocent, very trusting, very loving. Very confident that goodness will reign and whatever she sets out to do will be blessed. This is new moon energy. Right now we're in full moon in Virgo energy. I believe it's still in Virgo. It might have come into Libra by now. I will double check that. Just one second. Where is the moon? Yeah, we're still in a full moon in Virgo. I'm not going to do the astrology for today. This is just a love reading. So maiden energy, look how gorgeous she is. She's just sitting there all plump and happy and brand new. And her crown chakra is just on fire. Look at all her little plans and thoughts are just blooping up from her crown chakra, almost like a little beacon. She reminds me of the anglerfish, kind of, with the light on the top of her head, but not predatory like the anglerfish. Um, Briefly, there is something really interesting about the anglerfish that just happened recently, and anglerfish are only found in the very deep, dark, bikini bottom, rock bottom ocean. But one has been caught on video rising to the surface. So there's been some. If you look at the symbolism of that deep, dark ocean, the subconscious, Saturn and Neptune are conjunct in Pisces right now, which is the deep, dark subconscious, and it's bringing things up from the surface. In this case, in this reading, it could be deep, dark thoughts, not dark, but very subdued, kind of under the surface thoughts of love for someone. I don't know, how do you want me to do this? You want to do this in rows? We'll do it in rows first. Okay. They want me to do the fairies first. So the way we have it here, we've got the maiden. Beautiful, loving, brand new, very vulnerable, very joyful. This is growth and innocence. She's coming at something very pure, with a pure heart. Next to her, oh my goodness, look at the difference in energy here. We've got the beautiful maiden and then the stern sage. I don't know if you can see that. He's very withered and kind of older. He's seen the forest through the trees for a very long time. This is a card of the Hermit, whereas the Maiden is kind of Empress energy. It also represents the inner child, but it's kind of like baby Empress energy. Very abundant, very trusting, very loving, very pure. But then we've got the Sage here, and he's very stern and very wizened, and meaning very wise and older and experienced. And I don't know if this could be an age gap. Not too bad, because this is just energy. This is just the energy where they're coming from. She's coming from a place that's very young and innocent. Even though, I mean, who knows, in the collective, the feminine may be older than the masculine. But he's coming from, but look at, let's see, what I really noticed was that even though this is the card of the Hermit where he's in solitude, it's detachment, it's contemplation, um, inner vision, hidden knowledge, those kinds of things. But this is very detached energy. He's kind of removed himself from her presence, even though she can. But then again, if you look at the card, he's still looming very large in the space. So even though he may have taken a step back, the energy of his presence is still very much taking up space in the 5D of the connection. Okay. Now, when I dropped the Sage, I heard in my head a song I have not heard in a very long time. It's called Tribulation by Matt Mason. And the lyrics were, darling, can't you see I'm a broken man with addictive tendencies, and I think I love you, but I don't ever think I can ever learn how to love just right. And all the ways that you won't bend are the only ways I live my life. I'm just trying to cope and burn just right. But I don't ever think I can ever learn how to love you right. So there's an energy here that he sees her and in her brilliance, in her innocence. He sees that the love is pure. He sees that there's joy there, there's growth, there's innocence. There is no motive here that can harm him. She is not here with an agenda. She just sees, you know, she sees underneath all of the branches, and he's got one he's um he's got one eye. It kind of looks like he's got one eye looking out and one eye looking inward, because one is pure white and one is colored. But it's like she sees that he's been through it and she still loves him the same. But he's in a position where he's like, I can't love you the way um I can't love you right now, you know? Like the lyrics said, he may be dealing with some things like an addiction or something that is taking up his time, something that is making him feel like he is not in a position to be in this connection. However, his inner energy is still taking up a lot of space in that connection. Like he wants to be there, but he knows that he can't really devote much to it. Next to that, we have, I couldn't believe this dropped, Ecstasis. And in the fairy deck, Ecstasis is ecstasy. Okay? No, this is not the drug ecstasy, even though the song did talk about having an addictive personality. You don't always have to be addicted to drugs. Devil energy, which is interesting because devil energy dropped out in the pre shuffle on top of a different card for the fairies. That was very interesting. So there is some kind of it's like a karmic obligation. That's kind of what I feel like addiction is spiritually. Some kind of karmic obligation. So he could be a workaholic. He could be, obsessed with something else. He could be just working on himself. There's something that is keeping him bound, keeping him in chains, because that's devil energy, and that's the card that represents addiction. So there is some kind of obligation that has him tethered right now in the wilderness, inside, alone in his principles, in hermit energy. I cannot love you right. But when it's funny because when I dropped the maiden and I was contemplating on her, I heard that song "Dancing with Your Ghost" by Sasha Sloan, and the lyrics were I stay up all night, tell myself I'm alright. Baby, you're just harder to see than most. I put the record on, wait till I hear our song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. So yeah, this connection is still alive. And she's in it just kind of vibing and bubbling and waiting and in pure motive, and there's no agenda here. And she's just kind of like it's I get the feeling from the maiden card, the way she's just smiling at him, that she's kind of like, you're so silly. You're so silly to be tied up like this in your sticks on your mountain, just in the bramble of your own mind, because if you just come out of the shadow, everything is, sunny and joyous. Ecstasis here, which is rapture and joy. This is ecstasy. This is you know what it is. You know what it is. It's this is okay. Yes, this is a Valentine's love reading, so I'm gonna get maybe a little raunchy. This is the energy created when there is a bombastic orgasm. Okay? It's so much spiritual and physical joy that it creates power. All right. There's a reason people do sex magic, because that culmination between two people where souls merge and intentions merge and understanding is sparked and they find that connection between each other, that is power. This is also what does it say? Separateness is an illusion. So yeah, I mean, she's sitting there in the dark because look at in the card, she's kind of in the dark, in the void. Oh, that's interesting. And he's sitting here in his hermit energy on the mountain in the wilderness. And here in ecstasy, it's talking about the void. Separateness is an illusion. This is talking about the 5D. And the 5D is the spiritual plane where souls connect. Okay. And it is often referred to as the void. And there she is, sitting there waiting for him in the dark of the void. Um, in this case, darkness doesn't mean like sadness or anything like that. It just means the absence of light, because the light doesn't kick on until the two come together. Oh, that's interesting too, because here at the in the pre-shuffle, this ended up at the bottom. I didn't use the card, but it's called the guide, and it's just a blank card of light. And to me, sometimes that refers to like a light at the end of the tunnel or a guiding light, something like that. Um, so that light doesn't come into the void until these two get their shit together and then get their stuff together. Boink, boinking. After ecstasis, the rapture, everything opens up, and we have the singer of intuition. This is clairvoyance, music. Oh, see, music. No wonder I got hit with two songs at once. Divination, illumination, and insight. This is also inward focus, right? That's because the hermit is here. It says high omens and synchronicities. High omens and shit, my eyes are terrible. synchronicities. So, yeah. Oh, okay. That's afterwards. Okay. So we've got these two together. Once they kind of can meet in the middle, we've got ecstasy, and from that we've got the singer of intuition. It's almost like once they um let go and let the connection connect actually connect, it'll open up like this spiritual gifts. It'll be like a level up for them. So when I asked for clarification from the First Light Tarot on top of the Maiden, I got the High Priestess. So yeah, she is full on turned on in her feminine intuitive energy here. This is a High Priestess Empress energy, okay? This is perception, hidden powers, reflection of ideas, knowledge. What else does this say? Purpose in all the things. Everything she does has a purpose because that's how her magic works. When you fill something with intent, that is the magic that you put in it. Okay? When people say magic doesn't work, it's because they go through the motions of things without putting in the proper intent. When you change your vibration and focus on your intent, that vibration gives the power boost to the magic. So she is in full magic mode here. He, on the other hand, like I said, stuck in the sage energy, the hermit on the mountain, in the wilderness of his mind. The reason I say that is because when I asked for clarification on the sage, I got the moon. That means inner shadow work. Okay, trying to deal with illusions, trying to deal with the mystery of the inside. The moon makes us deal with things that are underneath the ego. The ego is the sun, and the sun will shine light on what it chooses to allow into the light. That's ego. But underneath the moon, those shadows, you can't deny those. So he's doing very quiet inner work on his shadow work. That's what they call it. Um, he is very much holding his own. I don't believe he's lost in there. I believe he's in an intentive energy of I have to address these things because they've been in the dark for too long. And I believe it has to do with the fact that they have kept him separated from her, and now there's a part of his underneath, not the naughty underneath, but in the psyche, in the heart. There's a part of him in the underneath, in the moon energy, that has recognized this. Okay? Next, on ecstasis, I asked for clarity and it got diversity, number 7. This is blending. Oh, hell yeah, it's blending. They're blending in that ecstasy. Ooh, oh, it's hot. It's hot, I'm telling you, but I gotta keep it PG 13. I'll keep it PG 13. Okay? It's bombastic over here. It's integrating. Oh, also in solitude. Hey, that means you know what happens when you integrate in solitude. You shut the door. You shut the door and you start integrating, right? This is harmonize the contrary and blend diversity. It says surprising combinations. So it didn't escape me the two different kinds of energies here. Look at how the maiden is, and look at the ornery old sage, okay? You wouldn't think that these two energies could fall in love, but surprising combinations. This is temperance energy. Surprisingly, on the bottom of the deck for the fairies, we've got Nellis the Alchemist, which is also temperance energy. So we've got temperance from two different decks. Here we have diversity, surprising combinations. They did not really see that they could make this work. Because look at these cards, they are very, very, very different. Very different, coming from very different energies. But there's ecstasy and joy in their coming together. That doesn't just mean physically. That means that when they mix their personalities, their likes, their dislikes, their opinions, their favorite foods, all the mundane things, along with all the high level spiritual things. When you start blending all that together, there is only joy here. Okay? So ornery old sage needs to come out from under his tree. On Singer of Intuition, this is the one that was talking about music and clairaudience. This is the psychic ability that opens up when you allow your soul to be exactly who it's supposed to be. And when you accept who you are and who they are and allow the connection to happen in its purity, that washes everything away and makes things very much higher vibration. When I asked for clarity on that, I got the star potential. We got success and happy endings, promising beginnings. This is dormant opportunities are now available and wishes are now possible. So there's so much good energy in this connection if some people could just get out of their own way. They're also telling me he's in his own way for a good reason, but he is very close to breakthrough. And the reason they're telling me he's close to breakthrough is because look how close he is in the card. He's taking up a lot of room. He's almost here, you know, and he's making his presence known in the 5D and under the moon phases. You know, maybe at night, maybe they're dreaming of each other. That's why her little bloop bloops are coming up off her crown chakra. I heard the beacon is lit from Lord of the Rings. That's like the beacons of Gondor going off one by one. It's like her little crown chakra is so lit up that he sees her in the dark. Okay? He can see her in the dark in her high priestess vibration. I heard in the 5D when he sees her, she looks both young and mature. But he's working things out in the shadow and shadow work. But once, yeah, they have different not vibrations. Yeah, surprising combinations. Let's get it. Let's integrate this. Let's blend. Because oh yeah, with the star card potential, it's not just like wishes now possible or success and happy ending. It is all those wonderful things, dormant opportunities here. But the star to me also represents the North Star, your guiding light star, where your heart hitches its direction. This is their sole purpose, to open up and come together and go through this portal together, right? Let's do the bottoms of the decks. Underneath the deck for the fairy oracle deck, we've got Nellis, the alchemist. Like I was saying, this is mixing and blending in combinations, finding the right solution. Okay, this is irreparable change, a new path, and a realignment. This is alchemy. Oh, I can't read that second part. But the realignment to me goes along with the star card, because when you get off course, when you get off path, when you make a wrong change of direction, you have to realign to your and in the old days before GPS, we aligned ourselves by the stars. So that's why the star to me means your soul's direction. You're pointing yourself home. In this Nellis the Alchemist, she's realigning these two with a new path, with magic. She almost gives me fairy godmother kind of energy, where she's just gonna tip her wand. She's gonna put her wand on the scale and kind of tip it in their favor a little bit. That's like a little gift from the divine. Maybe they couldn't get the combination right, so Nellis is coming in to add a little bit of inspiration, influence, to tip it in their direction. Or this could be the maiden, because it's going to fall here on the maiden. But she is irrevocably changed. Look at the difference here. If the maiden here merged with the high priestess energy, she would look like this. See? How she starts out like this, High Priestess energy, and then transforms into this. Now, with the Sage on top of the Moon energy, we've got on the underneath Sylvanus. Sylvanus has been talking to me in my mind's eye for about 2 weeks. This is the Glasses of Truth. Oh, what, dang it, did I misplace? Let me see if I wrote that down. Where did I write that down? Shoot. There was this phrase I heard in a video. Damn it. Let me pause and try to find it real quick. I'm sorry, hang on. Okay, I paused at 25:42 if anyone's looking for number 6. So the phrase that I heard, which was really reminding me of Sylvanus, is what's dangerous is when the universe picks you to wear the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You can never see things as they're supposed to be. You can only see them as they are. And you can never force anybody else to wear them. So it feels like that's the energy here with the Sage. There is the, I don't know if you can see this. I kind of turned down. You see the mask? And you see the entity here behind it holding it up. So he's about to put the mask on, and once you do, you see through the eyes and you only see truth from now on. Because look at here, the fairy that's holding the sword of truth here. He's about to pick it up once he puts on those glasses. This is the mask of truth, an aha moment, a moment of sharp perception, seeing new truths and cutting away old false perceptions. That is the wonderful deep soul work that he's doing here in the Moon energy. You're not going to believe this. On top of ecstasy and diversity and blending, we've got unity. I know what it looks like. It looks like a womb. I know it. I get it. They're just blending. This is a spiritual, mystical union. I cannot believe this comes out connected with ecstasis, which is ecstasy. This connection will bring them both back to source. See down here, it says unity is the source. It goes back to source. This is cosmic energy boost, oneness with source, spiritual mystical union, align, high energy, and crap. Not crap, but I can't read that last word. But I mean, damn. Ecstasy, diversity, blending it together and getting unity. Unity with these two. We've got Nellis the Alchemist and Sylvanus putting on the glasses of truth under the moon, High Priestess energy, ecstasy, diversity, coming together, blending, harmonizing together. Harmonizing. There was something about music here. Maybe they can sing together. Maybe one is a musician. I don't have any other cards of music. Harmonizing. Oh, I'm not going to go through all that. Harmonizing the contrary, and then they find unity. Now, I'll do one more. Bottom of the deck. The Singer of Intuition with the star. Potential. There's potential here for spiritual awakening, but we've got the card called Honesty. Somebody has to come in and be honest. In this card, it always shows me how his throat chakra is blocked. And the look on his face is, please hear me. Please hear me. I can't say it out loud, but please hear me. I'm here bringing my truth and being honest. This may be a humbling kind of feeling because once Sylvanus puts those glasses on and the truth is revealed, it could be a life shaker. It could be something simple, it could be something big, but whatever he sees, he's going to come forward and be honest. He has to. Um, this is a call to be clear in your intent. Be be honest and clear. Yeah. Tactful and truthful. Um, Idealism and a sharp mind. Yeah. I love this. I really do. This is such good energy. Hmm. Oh, I also heard somebody, he has to be honest within himself too. I don't know if you can see it, but because his throat chakra is blocked, all that energy is kind of bouncing around inside him and against, you know what I mean? It's not going anywhere. His third eye chakra is lit up, which is good that it's on top of the card of the intuition. It's like he's being honest with which direction he wants to go. That's good. He's finally being honest with in his intuition because he is in that moon energy of doing that inner work. Um, he's being honest about the direction he wants to go. That star card there with potential and success, but it's also a realignment. So not only is he going to be truthful with himself about where he wants to be realigned, he's coming into an energy of accepting that the realignment is the truth. Okay. Bottom of the deck for the first light tarot, we've got death energy, which is change for sure. Then we've got harmony here. Um, yeah. So something is definitely going to change. It's Scorpio energy, the ruled by Pluto, the wrecking ball. He comes through and just like dissects everything and ends what needs to end so that the new beginnings can happen. Then we have harmony here, bridges, building bridges, connecting to your higher self, promoting love and joy in harmony. And then we have activate. Oh, Holy Spirit, activate. Yep, activation. The number one, we're coming back around to a new beginning, awakening and enlightenment. It says reach out with your thoughts. Ooh, there's telepathy here between the two of them. Align yourself, get grounded, and get ready. Ah, I love it. So we're going to go ahead to the love quotes. No, I'm not going to address you. You hush. That forlorn stone man underneath just sitting there watching. Okay, we're going to get the love quotes now. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I'm open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I love to do a 3-card thank you spread for you personally. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Let's get some quotes from these two on each other's minds, please, for this Valentine's Day. Okay, okay. Oh, oh, these are kind of heavy. This one says, I was shattered when you walked away. And this one says, I was an idiot. This says, I'm trying to get my shit together because I want to offer you something meaningful. It says, it's torture not being able to hold you. So we've got two for two, these two talking to each other. She says, I was shattered when you walked away. He says, I was an idiot. She says, it's torture not being able to hold you. And he says, I'm trying to get my shit together because I want to offer you something meaningful. Let's get a few more, please. Okay. Get a few more. I hope you guys can't hear it, but my chair is so squeaky. Okay, there we go. Please tell me it's not too late. I think that's from him. Because here we've got, it's terrifying in the void, but at least I can feel you. Wow, what did I say? Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wait, but that might be him. That might be him. Because, like I was saying, she's comfortable in the void. The maiden was all happy and, she's fine because she can feel it. But he was saying, it's terrifying in the void, but at least I can feel you. That's beautiful. And I've got somebody saying, you make me want to become who I was meant to be. Aww. It takes every bit of strength not to reach out to you. I got one on the floor, but I'll grab it in a minute. It says, this is by the band Simmel. The song is called Fear of the Water. And it says, if you return for me, I never want for more. I think that's from her. Because she's the one sitting there waiting for him. If you'd return for me, I'd never want for more. Aw, we'll get one more and then I'll pick up the one off the floor. Okay. Says, we were just kids when we fell in love. That's by Ed Sheeran from the song Perfect. I'm trying to think of the melody, but I've got music playing on my phone, so I can't really hear it. But the song Perfect, we were just kids when we fell in love. So this definitely could be something coming around from the past. Maybe they were younger when they met. She's still in kind of a young energy. He's a little more, I won't even say older, but I heard his experiences are making him feel a little bit older. Let me grab the one off the floor. Aw. This one says, it's always been you, even when I didn't know you yet. So that's what I have for the Valentine's Day reading. I'll kind of maybe take a picture of these, and maybe I'll set these as the thumbnail with all the little pretty messages here. Okay. I hope that resonated. I hope you guys have a really nice romantic Valentine's Day. Even though the deepest parts of me hopes that if you have somebody to cuddle with, I hope you fall off the bed. But until I see you again in the next couple days, thanks for sticking with me. Okay, thanks, bye.